have actually culminated in what has made this company profitable so far. And also given the troubles they've had with the SEC, now that has kind of taken a back burner on this because, now investors are seeing, okay, despite all this, both for full year and first quarter, the company has actually remained profitable. So it's a good one for one.
Do you think these numbers are what will interest investors in OandO more than the SEC ordered forensic investigation? Is this what you think will be on investors' mind? Let's look at the numbers.
Yeah, given that economy has shown to be very positive, I think investors are actually going to be focusing on these numbers. Yes, the results for the forensic audit are not yet out, and there have been no formal charges brought against any of the officials of the company. So I mean, and investors right now are also trying to play safe as we're approaching a pre-election cycle. There is this very active trading strategy. So if you're jumping on the bandwagon, you ride it till you feel you've made enough profit, and then you can exit. But I don't think whatever backlog of issues they're having with the SEC is actually going to disturb investor sentiment. If you look at the numbers, OandO is up about 52.8% year to date. And this is just the 4th month of the year. And, given that performance and also the fact that their earnings have been very positive, the company also recorded some declines in their finance costs. So that also shows that, they are paying off a whole lot more of their debt, and they are trying as much as possible to reduce how much money is being spent on financing their borrowing. So all these factors are what I think investors are actually looking at to buy into OandO.
But if we look at this, the going concern back then, do you think these earnings seem to be putting that on the back burner and no longer on the minds of investors, whether this company is a going concern?
Definitely.
Yes, 200 billion naira or so in debt.
Yeah.
Do you think investors are looking at both the upstream and the midstream activities of OandO as two areas of business to say, look, whatever it is, with the oil price, with the production from this company going steady, they should be able to pay back whatever they're owing?
Yes, but let's not forget that these debts have actually been accumulated over time. So investors are not going to necessarily expect OandO to pay off those debts in 2-3 years. So those negative earnings, like you said, the borrowings and all, they have actually had a way of being factored into the company. So by the time investors are looking, what are Nigerian investors looking at? They are looking at your profitability. How profitable have you been? And the company has scored good on that. OandO isn't scheduled to pay dividends for a little while.
For some time to come.
Yeah, for some time to come, definitely. So investors aren't necessarily looking for a dividend-paying stock. OandO is not going to be classified as a dividend-paying stock. But however, the fact that this company has proven to still remain profitable, both for their full year and the first quarter earnings, I think it's actually going to have a way of putting those issues, like you said, on the back burner. So now investors are focusing on, how much money is this stock going to give me if I buy now? Where is it headed? And from all indications, whether you're looking at technicals or fundamentals, is going upwards.
If you look at the first quarter earnings and if we think, well, 2017 numbers are a bit of a backward looking, first quarter may smell a little bit more like what I can trade, do some future trading with. If you think net profit 145%, that's quite hefty. In the first 3 months of the year, the crude oil production part of the business, which is the energy resources, 4% increase in total production. That looks like, if you make $23.8 million in the first 3 months of this year, we'll be smiling by now.
You're good. You're good to go.
If I made that money, by now I'll be relaxing and smiling. Almost $25 million in just 3 months.
Yeah. So oil prices have been steady. There has been peace, so production volumes are actually poised to keep increasing, although not at a very where we're not going to see a spike of 200% or so it's going to be a steady increase in production volumes. And regardless of how the production volume is, the fact that there is a rally in oil prices is going. So even if they had posted a decline in oil prices, given that by this time last year, oil prices were not this high. They were still trading at about $30, $40 a barrel.
Yes.
So we're almost at double. So that in itself has already offset whatever issues that production volumes may come up with in the near term.
So let's take these numbers to the market, and when we take a look at the post-technical suspension rally and sentiment, do you think we're done with that? And that moving forward from today, or from the new monada, the earnings on the street, this will be the basis for which investors will say, I want to price OandO, and we're done with the technical suspension and all of that?
Well, I don't think it's investor sentiment is something that is there is no long and short of it, you know. So on one hand, you may see investors that think, oh, okay, we're done with this. This is no longer a concern to us. Let's move forward. But you will still see a fresh batch of investors who are also still going to be trading OandO, but they're going to be trading it very cautiously because, you know, they're still looking for the results from the forensic audit. There were reports that they had sold off some assets and all that. So what does it mean for the business as a whole? But generally speaking, I think the investor sentiment towards OandO is going to be largely positive.
It's going to be largely positive. Let's leave it there for today, and we'll see how the trading day move on. Thank you very much, and do have a great day, and enjoy your Workers' Day tomorrow. I'm going to be in business. I'm in business all the time. Am I not? Thank you. Valence Moweta from AfroInvest. And what we're discussing next is very key: powering Nigeria's smallholder farmers. A new initiative launched today between 3 of the world's biggest firms when it comes to food security. And we're flagging up that here on Channels Television, live from our Abuja studios and connected to Lagos here. You don't want to miss this 2-part interview. Stick around.